Hello, welcome to STEM at 6 Part 3. This is our third day of this series. If you've not seen the other videos, please, after this video, feel free to go back onto our Facebook page and look for those events. They are all entitled STEM at 6, and each of them has a separate subtitle. We've done Sidewalk Sillies, we've done Solar Fun, and we're going to do two more. Today is for the birds, and we're going to be making a few different projects to feed our feathered friends. My name's Athena Pruitt. I'm a membership specialist here at Kentucky's Wilderness Road Council. I work out of the Ashland office, and I've been with Girl Scouts a couple of years. I also have a Girl Scout of my own. She is a senior, actually. So when we get started, we're going to go ahead and let you know what the supplies are. There is a list posted in the discussion, though. You're going to have, for the first one, you're going to have bird food. You're going to have coconut oil, a spoon, a plate, a tray, a cookie sheet, whatever works best for you, cling wrap or aluminum foil, small bowl, and cookie cutters. You're also going to need either a pencil, a straw, something like that, and you're also going to need string or ribbon. It's completely up to you how you customize that. We're going to start by lining our pan, and you'll also need a heat source, whether that's hot water or a microwave, which is what I'm using. So I'm going to start by lining my pan because it makes removal easier later. And I've already pre-made some of these just so I can show you the finished product when we're done. They do take 30 minutes to set up. All right, so my pan is lined with my cling wrap. Next, I'm going to take my coconut oil. As you can see, it's a solid at room temperature, and that's what we want. So this one is probably good for wintertime. Take care of our birds in the winter. You can probably get by with it in fall and spring, but in the summer it's going to be really hot and this is going to melt. You are going to put in 2 spoonfuls. You don't have to be completely precise. 2 spoonfuls works out pretty well. If you need more, if it's not sticking together, you can always add more. Then 2 spoonfuls. Then I'm going to pop it in the microwave, which I had actually already done, so we don't have to wait. All right. And that will set me up for my next one. You want to do it probably at 30-second increments just to see how long you possibly need. You don't want it boiling over. You don't want it to be a solid either. So it's going to be a liquid at room temperature as it's warmed, solid at room temperature, liquid as it's warmed. Use the same bowl I used earlier because I don't want to wash the bowl and then do it again if we're making the same thing. We use our resources wisely, including our water. We're going to pour that into a bigger container. And we're going to add a cup of birdseed. It doesn't matter what birdseed you want to use. Put my lid back on because I will forget. Okay. I'm going to put that right in here. Then we're going to stir. Okay. Now it doesn't look like it's going to stick together, but you remember what that coconut oil did? It solidifies as it gets cold. So we're going to choose a couple of our favorite cookie cutters. Let's see what we have here. We'll do a cat. And let's see. Tons of them in here. Let's do a heart. And this made enough for 4 the last time I did it. It depends on the size of your cookie cutters also. So what we're going to do, angle you down here. We're just going to put it in. Okay. To clean up any strays. I didn't do that last time, and it made it a little harder to pop it off. And same for our cat face. And with our strays. Here we go. All right. But how are we going to hang this up? Because it's going to solidify, right? This is where you're going to take your pencil, or you're going to take a pen or a straw cut in pieces. It's completely up to you. But we're going to make that hole, and we're going to leave it there. You can use a crayon. You can use whatever you'd like. You can fill your entire tray up, and then you'll move it to your refrigerator. And after about 30 minutes or so, you're going to take that out. And then this is what you're going to have. Let me raise you back up. Okay. So there you are. So we have our flour that I did a few minutes ago, and I've already cooled it. Oh, be careful. Yep, this one broke. So if I want to repair that, all I would do is add a little bit more coconut oil and put it back in the refrigerator. So let's see how our star did. So here's my star. Very gently press all around, and I can feel just the texture, the heat from my hands is heating up the coconut oil. There we go. Check that out. So now I will press out. I used a cap from my squirt bottles from the sidewalk chalk paint, and they worked really well. So if you have those, and all you will do, clean my hands off. And of course, it's all hitting the floor. All right. You will take your string. You can use ribbon. You can make it colorful. Completely up to you. You can braid it. You can macrame it. Anything you'd like. Tie knots in it. You make it the length you would like. And you just hang it up for our birds. So that is the first project. Second one, super easy. I'm actually going to reuse this pan because I forgot to bring a plate to our work surface. Here we go. What to do? I need to clean my hand just because this is messy. Okay. Kind with the cutter is my favorite because I get this stuff everywhere. All right. So for this, we only need 3 ingredients besides a surface to put it on. You're going to need a toilet paper tube. You're going to need peanut butter. You're going to need birdseed from before. All right. And I use a kitchen knife. You can use a spoon, you can use a fork, whatever's handy. And a lot of us have probably made this one before. It is still one of my favorites. You can put it on your porch, you can hang it up, you can stick it in the trees. This one is very cost effective because we can just save the TP tubes. You can use paper towel tubes, you can use wrapping paper tubes, it's entirely up to you. So please drop pictures of everything your girls are doing in the comment section. Let us know where you're from, who's watching, what levels you are, how long you've been with Girl Scouts, something fun you've done during this new normal we have. Something fun you've done with your family. Send us the pictures. We want to see everything. We miss you guys so much. So that's step one. Super easy, right? Keep your fingers inside the tube because that keeps it from getting all over you. I learned the hard way. So now, sprinkle a little bit onto, might be a little bit too much. I may have to use another one. And all I'm going to do, down so you can see, put my fingers inside the tube and roll until it's completely coated. Now you can put this on a string, or you can put it straight onto your porch or your windowsill or wherever you would like to sit and watch the birds. Maybe you live in an apartment but you have a balcony, or maybe you want to hang it outside your window. Check that out. Super quick, super fast, very easy, very inexpensive, but yet the time that you can spend watching the birds, so much fun. All right, let's move you back up. Okay. We'll move this one. So for our next project, we are going to make a citrus holder. You can use grapefruit like I did, or you can use oranges. I'm just picking you up for a minute because my string is under my laptop. Sorry about that. Okay. The rest of my string has disappeared in a moment. As much as we try to be prepared, there's always something that happens. So I appreciate you bearing with us. All right. So for this, you're going to need either an orange or grapefruit or something. Eat the middle of it. It's delicious, but save the rind for me. And we are going to take our skewer from earlier. We're going to poke 4 holes in it. 1, 2 that are right across from each other. 1 and 2. We're going to go over here. 1, 2. So you could say it's at 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 9 o'clock. And that's where they are. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to push that string through. You can use twine like I am. I'm using jute string. You can use baker's twine. You can use yarn. You can use anything you would like. And I'm just going to tie that up. It's not going to be super cute, but it is going to hold it. And I'm using, if you noticed, my skewer to push that on through. Okay. Here we go. And 2 more. Try to combine everything onto a smaller workspace and misplace it a little bit. So I appreciate your all's patience. Here we go. Just tying that together. Just tying a simple knot. You can get fancy if you would like. And I need 1 more. You can go back and trim it up. You can leave it hanging, however you would like. Okay, here's my other one. And push it through. Okay. So I don't want to leave it hanging just like that. I'm going to maybe do a little something here. I'm going to tie a knot. And if you go back a little further on our events page, Sarah Lewis has posted a knot tying video, and she does some great macrame, which will be incredible for this. I think it'll make some really cool things. Feel free to go back and peek at that and see if maybe you can jazz up your feeders a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to separate these. See if we can get a little more exciting than just this. Now my knots aren't even, but that's okay. Practice makes perfect. So when you share yours, they don't have to be perfect either. And that's okay. So let's have some fun with it. All right. So separate these. Getting a little tangled. Here we go. And here. I'm sure yours are going to look way better, and I can't wait to see them. Please share them out. Use the hashtags. You can do these all the way down. You can make them super cute. I just need them to be hangable. So make it hangable. Make that knot a little looser here. There we go. I can actually hang that up. And then we can either just add in regular birdseed, or we can do the coconut oil in the birdseed. That way it stays in and doesn't get jarred, especially if you have squirrels nearby. It's completely up to you. I'm just going to add the regular birdseed because I'm not seeing a whole lot of squirrels. So there we go. All it cost me was some birdseed. Because I think it's very important to use our resources wisely, just like the Girl Scout law says. I know all of you do too. So one last project we're going to do, and that is we're going to make a hummingbird feeder. Well, we're going to make hummingbird liquid, and then I challenge you guys to make your own hummingbird feeders. I'm going to make mine and post it up, and I'd love to see yours. So the recipe for this, I'm just going to do mine in a shaker bottle. You can do it in a pitcher, you can do it in a cup, you can do it in a bowl, whatever works best for you. So the recipe for this, getting my teapot, and keep it away because it's very, very hot, is 4 to 1. So I'm going to use, instead of 4 cups, I'm going to use 1 cup of water. It doesn't have to be boiling, but it has to be hot. So if you can microwave it, if you can put it in a teapot. Actually, let's do 2. This is where the math comes in handy. Make sure it's nice and warm. Don't put it in a coffee pot because caffeine is not good for birds. Okay, so if I did 2 cups and the ratio is 4 to 1, I want to use 2/4, which is a half a cup. So I'm going to use sugar for this. I need a half a cup. I have a 1/4 cup here, so I'm going to use 2 of those. And 2 level scoops. And now you see why it needs to be hot water, because it won't dissolve otherwise. So like I said, this can be in a bowl. It can be in a pitcher. You can stir it. You can put it in a cup and stir it up, or you can do like me and put it in a mixer bottle if you have one. So it's going to be a little loud. There we go. And it'll make a syrup. All right, you see how this dissolved in there? Now we're going to take our feeder. I have this one that we purchased, but I also want to make my own. I want to see what that looks like. All of the photos that I've looked at and all of the blogs that I'd read said that the hummingbirds are attracted to warm, they're sensitive to warm, bright colors. So that's the reason if you see hummingbird feeders, they're actually red usually, red and yellow. So I challenge you to make your own hummingbird feeder. Put something red on it, whether it's flowers. I saw red file folders made really good flowers. You can make them out of cloth. You can make them out of, yarn, whatever you would like. You can use bottles. You can use containers. Check out online. See what you think you'd like to make yours out of. Maybe it's an old sports bottle or a water bottle before you recycle it. It's completely up to you, but I'd love to see those photos of what you're putting your hummingbird syrup in. So I'm just going to fill this up. Okay, maybe not entirely, but that gets us started. And put it back together. And now our birds are ready to drink. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to clean up. Please help your adults clean up so you can join me again tomorrow. Also, it's just the right thing to do. But I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow when we make some crystals. And please share out, like I said, those photos of everything you guys have done. Share with me all your pictures. Hashtag KY Girl Scouts, hashtag KY Girl Scouts at home. Let me know where you're from, what level you are, what you enjoy, what worked, maybe what didn't. Maybe you want to try it again sometime. And let me see the pictures of your hummingbird feeders and of your other bird feeders and anything else you try different outside the box. Share those out with us. Thank you so much, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.